Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today I am doing a new video, new product alert for the company or brand called OraWellness, and I want to thank everybody there, especially Chris for getting me the product, and also, of course, to Will and Susan, the co-smile officers. I forget what they call themselves, chief smile officers. So their new product is called Awesome Floss. So this is what it looks like. This is the package. And I'm going to tell you, today is going to be the intro video where I'm going to tell you all about it. I have some emails they sent about it and share you all the information. And then the follow-up video, which will be a few weeks or so after this, will be once I've used it to tell you, what my thoughts are about it, how it's working for me, and all that. So first to tell you about what they say here from the emails that they sent about it. So it came out earlier in the year, and so they say here they're very excited to be able to introduce their newest product. And they've been working hard behind the scenes to design their own floss, because I guess they were just not happy with what they've seen on the market, and I'll share more with you about that too, what they shared. So they say it's our own floss from the unique coating applied to the floss to our eco-friendly packaging. Every detail has been considered with you in mind and heart. So a few things to tell you about it. It is infused with hydroxyapatite, if you've never heard of that, but we'll talk about that, or some of my former videos, or my past videos, I should say, I did a whole series on some of their other products. So it's infused with hydroxyapatite, to support remineralization between the teeth, as well as essential oils to support a balanced oral microbiome, like they do with the Healthy Mouth Blend, okay, which I've also reviewed. And also it says that the design of the floss is clinically proven to remove up to 44% more plaque than the common flosses on the market. Very nice. So that is about that. Let's see, it says to learn more. We're going to learn more about it, just to tell you. So it says also, it supports remineralization, removes more plaque, encourages a balanced oral microbiome. So it uses hydroxyapatite and xylitol. Also uses organic essential oils. Let's see if there's anything else here to tell you. I think that was it on here. Protects against decay between the teeth. Stops the root cause of bleeding gums. Improves breath by addressing a root cause of bad breath because of probably the essential oils. Also, it says it supports heart health, which is very interesting. And what makes it unique, it's vegan and non-nano hydroxyapatite, in case you didn't know that, meaning you don't want nanoparticles. And because this hydroxyapatite is actually crucial for supporting the remineralization between our teeth. And then let's see what else it says here. They use a special fluffy type of floss compared to what I guess is on the market. And it's also free of PTFEs and PFAs, which are things you don't want. You could look up what those are, but they're not something you want. They're toxins and other chemicals. They're forever, they call them forever chemicals, so they don't have that. Also eco-friendly because their floss is made of a polyester from recycled water bottles, which reduces plastic waste. And it's also packaged in a compostable paperboard dispenser and a compostable cellulose bag. So when I actually do the video, or I might open it up shortly, I will show that to you. And then it says just the right amount of vegan wax. The wax on the floss is made from sunflower seed wax, olive oil, lacquer tree wax, and sal tree resin. And use just enough of the wax to help the floss slide between the teeth, but not so much that it creates a buildup on the floss string or in your mouth. Very interesting. Also gentle on gums and fingers. It's soft and fluffy, which makes it super comfortable to use on gums and fingers. Okay, so that's a little bit about the product. Then there was another email, so I'm going to get to that other one. Why they created it. Okay, let's see here. So why they created it, let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm just going to find what it says here. Why did they come? Where did Awesome Floss come from, and what makes it awesome? Okay, so some of the features, some of it I might have already mentioned, but let me see what they say here. So here's what they say. So several years ago, we did an analysis of various dental flosses that were on the market. Our intention was to share how we evaluate product options and explain why we ended up choosing the specific brand of dental floss that we offer to our community for years. So it's the brand that I actually reviewed when I did they have this like kit, starter, like a starter kind of kit, or I forget what it's called, not starter kit, I forget what it's called, but so I reviewed that one. Then it says, however, over time the floss market has changed, and so has our dream of what's possible with the floss product. We always thought it'd be cool to have our Heal Thy Mouth blend infused into a dental floss, but we didn't know anything about floss production, so the dream was dormant, so meaning it didn't happen until last year when we decided to invest time and attention. And then if the floss could be infused with essential oils, would it be possible to add even more goodness into it? So that was the idea, because they've always recommended to take that Heal Thy Mouth blend or the Healthy Mouth blend and like take some of that and put it on the floss. So it says what has resulted is beyond what we originally thought possible. And here they're going to share the process of turning a dream into reality. So again, it's going to be some more information. So this is our balanced blend of essential oils. It says most flosses on the market have some sort of flavoring with mint or cinnamon. For our dental floss, our original wish was to be able to infuse it with a similar balance of warming and cooling essential oils, like their Heal Thy Mouth blend. So the floss here contains a blend of peppermint, cinnamon, and clove oils, and they're also all organic. The only exception to the balanced profile is that our floss production team didn't currently work with spearmint essential oil, so to round out the flavor, we included organic spearmint aroma. Okay, so that's interesting. So it doesn't have spearmint, it has spearmint aroma. Okay. And what's so cool about using balanced essential oils? It says on a dental floss, adding the balanced essential oils helps deliver the oils into the gum pockets between molars, where what they call thug bugs love to hide. So meaning that's beneficial. Flossing with our blend is the absolute best way that we found to knock back the thug bugs that are implicated with periodontal disease. So very interesting. And if you've been following us for a while, like most have been, I've been for a few years already, you probably know that to supercharge your flossing routine, we recommended coating it, right? Coating the string with it. So while many of the customers had no issue doing this, some folks said that they didn't want to take the time. Hence, since the essential oils are now built into it, you can get that benefit without having to do that extra step. Now, what about this hydroxyapatite in dental floss? So they say over the past few years, we've been impressed by other companies that have released flosses that's coated with hydroxyapatite. It's a smart strategy to provide remineralization between our teeth. But however, many products use nano-sized hydroxyapatite, and we weren't willing to use nanoparticles. And they have an article on that where you could look on their site of why they steer clear from them. They're just so you know, they're not good for you. So they continued on exploring this idea to add hydroxyapatite to the floss, and it had to be a micro particle size. So then we're thrilled to share that our new floss has microparticle size hydroxyapatite, and it is vegan too. So that was also a good thing. So that they worked another ingredient. It says the next wish on our list was to include another ingredient that works synergistically with hydroxyapatite to support remineralization. So which was that? So that's xylitol, because xylitol will help deliver the hydroxyapatite where it's needed. So those of you who appreciate the benefits of using Shine, I've used Shine too, and I've reviewed that, know that its formula intensely combines microcrystalline hydroxyapatite with non-GMO xylitol. And what does xylitol do? It helps carry the hydroxyapatite to demineralize areas right where it's most needed. And now it says, yes, the floss team, production team, with our unusually high quality standards, confirm that the xylitol on our floss is indeed non-GMO, and that's what it says here, okay? And now what about the composition and mechanics of the dental floss? So the biggest goal, it says, of our oral hygiene routine is to create and maintain a balanced oral microbiome. To accomplish this, one of the primary strategies is to disrupt and organize what they call the, quote, thug bugs that are implicated with gum disease and tooth decay, because they strive to colonize our mouths and dominate the oral microbiome. And it's important to take consistent daily action to keep the populations in balance, because these microbes tend to cause trouble when they grow in numbers. And it's also important to make sure that we have the right tools for that job. A quality floss is an important tool to create positive change. However, not all flosses are created equal. Some dental flosses are thin, others are thick, some are ribbons, others are spongy masses of fiber. So you could tell that they've put a lot of work and effort and heart into making something that was exactly what they felt would be the most beneficial. So now it says, while we all have our preferences for the style based on how tight our teeth are together, between the teeth, not all flosses function equally at their job. It's the contact between the teeth is what I meant. So now it says our new dental floss is a fuzzy string that fluffs out a bit as you use it. And it says a 2004 clinical trial concluded that this specific type of fuzzy fluffing floss, say that fast 10 times, right? See if you could say that, was 43.92% more effective at removing plaque from between teeth than traditional wax floss, ribbon, dental tape floss, and thin unwaxed floss. So that's really good, right? But now, how can a thicker dental floss work its way between teeth? So it says for those of us who have tighter junctions between some teeth, thicker flosses can be problematic. However, despite our concerns about our fuzzy floss being tough to work with, our team has found that the thicker floss has been really comfortable, very resilient, and resistant to shredding. Shredding. Okay, now, is it wax? That's the next question. Companies include wax on their flosses in order to make it easier for the string to slide through the teeth that are tightly spaced together. It's our personal experience trying out different flosses we found 2 issues with waxes. They're often made from questionable or unclear ingredients. Again, we don't want that. And in our opinion, there's often way too much wax on the floss. So we're not fans of picking clumps of wax out of our teeth after flossing, right? You don't want that extra work to do. So problem solved, the wax on our floss is made, like I said before, from sunflower seed wax, olive oil, lacquer tree wax, and sal tree resin. And we use just enough to help it slide between the teeth, but not so much that it builds up. And does it have any nasty toxins in it like ribbon flosses? So no. That's why they say the ribbon dental tapes contain 2 compounds, the PTFE and the PFOA, like I mentioned before, and they don't belong in your mouth or on the planet for that matter. These extremely persistent organic pollutants, that's what they are commonly referred to as forever chemicals or by their brand name Teflon. So that's, now you know what that is. Teflon has been linked to all sorts of health problems, including cancer, autoimmune disease, and Alzheimer's. Thankfully, our floss is free from both PTFE and PFOA. It's made from polyester, which itself is not our ideal preference because it's a plastic. However, at least this floss is more eco-friendly than most of the other ones. Now, what about the eco-friendly component? How can we claim that a polyester floss is eco-friendly? Well, it's made from 100% recycled water bottles that were repurposed from the plastic waste stream. So we consider reusing plastic to be a major step, so meaning that's better than most options. Plus, the packaging is paperboard with no plastic coating on it, which makes for an easy-to-compost floss package. And says, please just keep the box away from water while you're using it, meaning you don't want to do that, right? And inside the paperboard packaging, the floss spool itself is inside a compostable cellulose bag made from renewable wood pulp. Very good. And then now, how did they get the name for the new product? So they say naming new products is like naming a baby. The team kicked around lots of ideas. While discussing the numerous positive qualities of our floss, we kept circling back to just how awesome it is, hence decided to call it OraWellness Awesome Floss. Very good, I like it. And it says, call us corny if you must. Okay, I think it's great. So it says, try it and you'll be a judge of whether it lives up to its name. We think you'll find that it does. Lastly, we even put a fun little note on the box. It's inside the flap where the floss dispenses from the paperboard container. When you see it, please share a comment below. Meaning it's this article, so it just says please share. Okay, so that's all the information I'm going to share from you. Now, here again is the package. So now I'm actually going to open it. Now that I've kind of gone through, I think, everything on here to tell you, I just might go through a little more here. So it says here all the information. So this is the paperboard packaging. Here's the back. And they say this is warming and cooling. It's got cinnamon and mint. They call it cinnamon. It's a 40 meter or 43.74 yards, so we'll see how long that lasts too. So after I do the follow-up video in a number of weeks, I'm also going to maybe in the future, see how long it takes to use this up. What I normally do, and it might be something you'd want to do, is I normally write down the date somewhere, either on the package or somewhere, so I just like to keep track so I know how long things last. Again, it says here with hydroxyapatite, which we talked about, essential oils to support remineralization and balanced oral microbiome. So it's infused with the non-nano hydroxyapatite for remineralization, non-GMO xylitol to also remineralize, and essential oils for balanced oral microbiome. And they show you here how it's going to open. It's fluffy, soft, and strong. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open it here, lift the flap to open. This has a little piece, a little sticky thing on it here to keep it closed. Okay, so then the cute little note it says here, your smile is a blessing. Please share it. I like that. I don't know if you can see that on there. I'll try to get closer. There we go. And it says, you're flossing awesome. So here's what it is. So they tell you how to use it. Cut 18 each piece, floss between 2 teeth, move to a clean section of floss. And then they actually even have some videos to learn how to floss consciously without damaging your gum. So here's the floss through the paper there, and there's the little, there's a little metal thing to carry through. So it does look like it's fluffy. And now if I want to open it and see what it looks like inside, I'm just going to open that. I'm not going to actually use it today. I'm just going to show you if I can open this. It should open. Let's see if I can get it open without tearing it. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if we can open this package here. Oh yeah, so here it is a, I don't think I could take it out without messing up, but oh yeah, it says it's Nature Flex Film Renewable Wood Pulp. So this is what it looks like, the little package. So it's just in here like that. So yeah, it popped out of the top there, so I'll just have to put it back in. So that's okay, just to show you. So this is what it looks like in there, and that's the thing. You could see it's kind of like a fluffy thing. So I'll just when I start using it, I'll just put that back through the holder. So that's great. So you know, less waste, less plastic as much as possible to so it's better for the environment. So yeah, I know I shared with you a lot of information, but you know, it's good to learn about something before you go ahead and use it. And a lot of information, and this company always does the best for the people as far as creating a great product and doing great for the environment. And I hope you will definitely check this out. So again, this is the Awesome Floss from OraWellness, and I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.